Sean here again with another update on the my 60 gallon, which I'd actually, since everybody grew up and got out of it, I turned it into a breeding tank. It didn't go too well though. Those of you who haven't seen my other video, what I tried to do was cross a red devil with a flowerhorn, a camphor flowerhorn. Now they put eggs out all the time, but none of them ever hatched. I took the Blacostomus out of there to make sure he wasn't eating them. None of them ever hatched. And so I pretty much gave up on that idea. And in exchange for that, I noticed my golden Dempsey, he's a little skittish. From my 100-gallon aquarium has a missing fin, the side of his fin. Ah, poor dear. Let me back up. I'm startling him. He gets really skittish. He's not like the green ones. For some reason, they're way more mild and timid. And yeah, so that's what's happening with the 60 gallon. I got some silver dollars in here, 2 red jewels, a firemouth, that frontosa back there, much smaller than my old one, a golden Jack Dempsey if he doesn't flip out on me. And then may I introduce this one here is a chocolate cichlid. I'm not really too sure how big it'll get, but we're going to see what he's going to do. He's been looking great so far. Love the color. And then a rainbow shark in there. And then the big guy, the arowana. I know a lot of people say you shouldn't really have an arowana because they get so damn big, but I'm just gonna have him for a little while. And I know they're fast growing as well. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I kind of got him for cheap, so and then eventually I can get him onto a proper home and give him to someone that can care for something that big. And anyway, lastly, there's an interesting one in here. This one here is a sheep pacu. It's a sheep pacu. Paid a pretty penny for it too. And apparently it's supposed to be pretty rare in the pacu family. It's got stripes. He's got stripes along the side of him. Sorry, my glasses are a little dirty. There we go. Stripes along the side of him and really pointy fins, but only gets 5 or 6 inches. I think. At least that's what I was told. He'll only get 5 or 6 inches as opposed to the big 3-footers. And yeah, so very, very reasonable size. And that's kind of what's going on in this tank. And the breeding thing is so far over for me, but these two seem to, the 2 jewels, I don't know, they took over that cave, and ever since that day, I don't know if they're going to do it, if they are going to have eggs or what. So there might be that. It might still be a breeding tank. But yeah, that's about it for now. Just waiting to see if this guy recovers, and he's got company, so you know it's all good. And they're not tearing off his fins like my barbs were. I mean, again, even though a fish doesn't have teeth, if it's big enough, I mean, it can be a bully. It can take food, man. And yeah, I guess that covers everything. That little bubbler rig. Again, I wasn't expecting to set this tank up. I just kind of found it, patched it up, and got it reworking. And yeah, that's what's going on here with this 60 gallon. And the flowerhorn breeding is over. It didn't go too well, probably because I was mixing my devil and flowerhorn. I'm not too sure about that, but I heard they could be tricky. And so stay tuned next time, and I'm going to have a video coming up on the 120 gallons soon, and what I've done to it to update it. So stick around.